In the year 1886, a very ambitious and determined lady named Minnie Schoenberg gave birth to the first of 5 boys. His name was Leonard. And he was followed by Arthur and Julius and Herbert and finally Milton. And because her brother, Al Sheehan, was in show business as half of the famous team of Gallagher and Sheehan, she felt that her sons deserved the same fate. So 4 of the boys went along with her wishes. And along the way, they changed their names and they changed the world of comedy. They were as revolutionary in their approach to humor as a man named Karl Marx was in his approach to philosophy and politics. And spending a day with them at the races, or a night at the opera, 87 minutes at the circus, or 78 minutes waiting for room service, or a night in Casablanca, you can count the minutes that they were on the screen, but you cannot count the laughs. Although the world has paid tribute to them for over 45 years with its love and its laughter and its devotion, tonight, the Academy, through the Board of Governors, is proud to pay this tribute to Groucho Marx and the Marx Brothers by presenting an honorary award to them for their brilliance and lasting contribution to the art of motion pictures.
I want to thank those who voted for me to give this award. I wish that Harpo and Chico could be here to share with me this great honor. I wish Margaret Dumont could be here too. She was a great straight woman for me, even though she never understood any of my jokes. She used to say, "Julie, what are they laughing at?" But most of all, I want to thank my mother, because without her, we never would have been anything. And last of all, I'd like to thank Aaron Fleming, who makes my life worth living, and who understands all my jokes.
Sound opened a whole vista in the world of motion picture making, and new developments in this field are made every day. Or, as Mr. Jolson so wisely predicted in that very first talkie, "You ain't heard nothing yet." The nominations for Best Achievement in Sound are The Day of the Dolphin, Richard Portman and Lawrence O. Jost. That's it. The Exorcist, Robert Knudsen and Chris Newman. The Paper Chase, Donald O. Mitchell and Lawrence O. Jost. Paper Moon. Richard Portman and Les Freshholz. The Sting, Ronald K. Pierce and Robert Bertrand. The winner is Robert Knudsen and Chris Newman for
The Exorcist.
Speaking for Taddeo and all the fellows that worked with me, Bud Grensbach, Bob Glass, Weldon Brown, Pat Sullivan, I'd like to, on behalf of all these people, thank the editors, Warner Brothers Pictures, and most of all, Bill Friedkin, the man who made it all go together. Thank you all very much.
Thanks to Billy for getting us through the movie, to my crew, Pat Sirachi and David Moshlak, and to all the people here and in New York who made this possible. Thank you.
Well, now, the ladies nominated for Best Performance in a Supporting Role are Linda Blair for The Exorcist,
Candy Clark for American Graffiti,
Madeline Kahn for Paper Moon,
Tatum O'Neal for Paper Moon,
Sylvia Sidney for Summer Wishes, Winter Dreams. The winner is
Tatum O'Neal.
All I really want to thank is my director, Peter Bogdanovich, and my father. Thank you.
The father thanks you, or no taking thanks.
Those nominated for the Best Performance as an Actor in a Supporting Role are
Vincent Gardenia for Bang the Drum Slowly,
Jack Gilford for Save the Tiger,
John Houseman for Paper Moon, Paper Chase,
Jason Miller for The Exorcist,
Randy Quaid for The Last Picture Show, The Last Detail.
Go ahead. And the winner is, there you are,
John Houseman in The Paper Chase.
Almost for the first time in a long and tumultuous life, I'm almost speechless. I cannot possibly describe to you the emotions with which I receive this great honor at your hands. But I do have a few personal gratitudes that I would like to express. For all those who worked with me on The Paper Chase, for their great kindness and generosity at the appearance of a mysterious intruder in their midst.
for Gordon Willis, whose extraordinarily dramatic camera work did a great deal to create the character of Dr. Kingsfield. And thirdly, fourthly, and fifthly, to my dear friend Jim Bridges, as a writer, as the director, and as the extraordinarily reckless young man who had the unspeakable gall to select an aging and obscure schoolmaster to play this perfectly glorious part.
Those nominated for the best performance by an actress are Ellen Burstyn for The Exorcist,
Glenda Jackson for A Touch of Class,
Marsha Mason for Cinderella Liberty,
Barbara Streisand for The Way We Were,
Joanne Woodward for Summer Wishes, Winter Dreams.
Here is the envelope.
And the winner is Glenda Jackson. A Touch of Class.
Accepting the Best Actress Award for Glenda Jackson, the producer of A Touch of Class, Mr. Melvin Frank.
I'm very, very honored that Glenda has asked me to accept this award for her. You have honored a very great lady as well as a very great actress. And I know she'd be aware of our time problems here tonight. I know she'd be very short and succinct in whatever thanks she has. I'm pretty sure she'd thank her director, she'd probably thank her producer, and she'd undoubtedly thank her writers. And as 2.5 of those fellas, I'd like to say, Glenda, you're welcome. And you're very welcome indeed, and I must congratulate you, my fellow Academy Award members, in selecting this really magnificent woman, this great lady, for this very great honor. Thank you very much.
Those nominated for Best Performance by an Actor this year are
Marlon Brando for The Last Tango in Paris,
Jack Lemmon for Save the Tiger,
Jack Nicholson for The Last Detail,
Al Pacino for Serpico,
Robert Redford for The Sting.
The winner is
Jack Lemmon for Save the Tiger.
You were right. Well, I tell you, I had a speech prepared in 1959. I've forgotten it. If I took the time to thank all of the people, very honestly, that are responsible for this award, we'd be here much too long. But naturally, to Marty Ranzerhoff and Filmways and Paramount, I am deeply indebted for them letting even make the film, because nobody wanted to let us make it. To Steve Shagan and John Avildsen, it would take much too much and much too long, and I'll have to do it personally later. And to a cast and a crew of people, I've never in my life been connected with anything that meant more to me and worked with so many wonderful professional people that cared and loved something so much. And they made it one of the great moments of my life, the making of that film. And that's equal to this honor, just the privilege of working with them, truthfully. And I thank them all, and I love them and respect them. I just want to say one more thing. In recent years especially, there has been a great deal of criticism about this award. And probably a great deal of that criticism is very justified. I would just like to say that whether it's justified or not, I think it is one hell of an honor, and I am thrilled. And I thank you all very, very much.
Filmmaking is a director's medium. He is the captain of the ship, but he also needs a good crew. First-class writers, good editors, understanding technicians, and a host of others. And it certainly does not hurt him to have a Shirley MacLaine or a Walter Matthau to direct. So here, to present a Best Directors Award, are two directors' dreams, a Shirley MacLaine and a Walter Matthau.
Nominated for Best Achievement in Directing are George Lucas for American Graffiti,
Ingmar Bergman for Cries and Whispers,
William Friedkin for The Exorcist,
Bernardo Bertolucci for Last Tango in Paris,
and George Roy Hill for The Sting.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to thank the members of the Academy. I also have a bit of advice for my fellow directors. And that's next time out, get a script by David Ward, get a cameraman like the great Bob Surtees, get Marion Doherty to do your casting for you that might include a Bob Shaw, and pull in a couple of ringers like Newman and Redford, and it helps, believe me. Thank you very much.
The five nominated for Best Picture of the Year are American Graffiti, a Universal Lucasfilm Limited? What does that mean? Coppola Company, Production Universal. Francis Ford Coppola, producer. I'm nervous. That really upset me. I think I'm jealous. Gary Kurtz, co-producer. Cries and Whispers, a Swedish Film Institute Cinematic Graphic AB production. New World Pictures, Ingmar Bergman, producer. The Exorcist, Hoyer Productions, Warner Brothers, William Peter Blatty, producer. The Sting, a Universal Bill Phillips, George Roy Hill film production. Zanuck Brown, presentation Universal. Tony, Bill, Michael, Julia Phillips, producers. A Touch of Class, Brute Productions, Avco Embassy, Melvin Frank, producer. The winner is, and I have the envelope. Oh, I'm so glad. The winner is The Sting.
Well, I would just like to say thank you to the motion picture business and industry and people, whoever you are and wherever you are, that have made my 12 years so much fun and given me so many friends. And it looks like there's another year to follow. Thank you.
You can imagine what a trip this is for a Jewish girl from Great Neck. Tonight I get to win an Academy Award and meet Elizabeth Taylor all in the same moment. Thank you so much.
My prepared remarks went out the window also. I just want to thank David Ward for making this possible and George Roy Hill for making it happen, and my partners, Tony and Julia, for bringing me into this incredible industry.